If you still use pip to install your Python libraries, definitely you have time to make a coffee. Poetry was really good replacement about pip to install your Python libraries much faster and to manage your libraries version really easier. But now on the stage, it's a big winner. This at the moment, it's UV. What is UV library? What about is that library? And the first steps in UV that you need to know to could set up really fast and easy your Python project with all necessarily that you will need to use that project. I will show you in that video. If you want to be part of our community, don't wait, click on the subscriber button and not forget to smash the bell button too if you want to be informed about new interesting videos. If we search UV Python, then the first result is the Astral UV repository. In that repository, you will find out more information about UV. What exactly is the UV? UV is an extremely fast Python package and project manager written in Rust. This explains information in this graph. Why is so fast? Because behind of it, it's a Rust, which is really fast, especially if you use it in the correct way. The positives about the UV, I will not go across in details about them. You could find out the repository and read them, but it's definitely much faster. And important here is to say that replace a lot of libraries and really easy. We could set up our project, manage the libraries, and really fast and easy to create your virtual environment that you need to have it when you run your Python project. Astral we saw in the repository name because they are backed this repository. They are creators of RUF, which again it's one really nice library. How we could install, you could see here regarding of your operation system. You could use different command, and if you just want to use the pip, that it's really easy and fast way. More information and documentation you could find out on this link, and you could go across. I will not go in details about that. That is something that you could find out a lot. Next step is to do our demo and to see how we could create our first Python project by UV. Let's go in some directory. Here we just could open cmd command prompt, the terminal, and here we just need to write UV init and the name of the project that we want to create. For example, in our case, let's to be test. Here we already have in that directory the project that it's created. If we go in it, we could find out the whole files. Actually, yes, we could see here, or just for you, for easiest way, just go in a folder and see that here are git ignore file. The basic the files that you could ignore are already here, as you could see, which is really nice and boring if we want to do alone. As you could see here in the milliseconds, the UV created for us. It's a Python version that we used especially for the project. In Python, it's a really basic Python script that created for us just to have some Python file. In project toml file, that is the project toml file, as you could see here, like a name. It is the information about the project, the name, the version, description, where is the README file against the Python version, and dependencies. In README, yes, you know, it's README information about the project. How actually we could create here the virtual environment? There are different ways. First is just to write UV, venv, and this will create for us the virtual environment. The second is UV run hello, how is the name of our .py, of the name of the our pipe file. And if we run this file, this automatically will create for us first the virtual environment, then we'll run the code. Or just will create by this way, it doesn't matter how you will prefer. By default, this should activate for us environment 2. To check to be sure, just we need to write UV pip list, and this will show to us if we already have added dependencies, libraries. To test it, as you could see now, it's empty because the virtual environment is just empty. But to say that, we need pandas, for example, because we'll install for us more than one library. And great, for example, we need to write UV add pandas, and voila, see how fast was it. 6 libraries that install for us because pandas needs these 5 extra libraries too to working properly, was just installed for us. If we go back to pip lists, now we'll see these libraries again. Here automatically in dependencies you will see that here it's only panda. Why? Because pandas. Why? Because when we install the pandas, again we'll install the pandas and the whole necessarily libraries that the pandas need to work properly. How we could remove the library? We just need to write the UV remove pandas, and voila, again see how fast was it, just in a second, milliseconds actually. If we listed the virtual environment again, we will see that will be empty. Yes, the run command that I actually use it and show you if we want to install the virtual environment to create the virtual environment for us. Actually, more information about the run command you could find out not only in the repository and in documentation. You could just write UV help, and this will represent to us the whole command that we could use, what they mean, and so on. I hope this is helpful for you and that these are the first steps in UV. If you like this video, click on the like button. Thank you for the watching, and we'll see you in the next video.